Hey everybody, this is Snook, and I hope you're having a really great day. There's been a little series, a small series that They Call Me Dan has been doing, and this last one was titled, What is Steem to You? And he goes through the last two, and he's talking about the money side of it, and making money, and curating, and what he does personally for all content creators. He looks for really good content creators. He actually reads the stuff that he upvotes, which is really neat to see. It's not just random upvotes that he gives out, that he will adjust his voting power per the vote that he does give out based on what he read and everything else, which is, again, something that is really nice to see. Now, I'm going to stop his videos there because there's a lot of stuff that he talks about in his videos that I'm still learning about, and I've been here 20 months. So I'm 4 months away from being here 2 years. Now, what Steem means to me has always been very different than I think what it means to a lot of people that come here, depending on their reasons for coming here, because I didn't come here as a business investment. What I'm going to be talking about today is from my perspective of, after 20 months, what Steem means to me. My perspective is a content creator. Other than for my birthday, my son put in 100 Steem into my account for me. I had a choice, and that was the choice that I picked. Everything that's in my wallet is Steem that I have made through posting and upvoting other people's stuff, which you would do anyway, and writing comments and getting upvotes on those also. And I just hit 3,000 Steem power. So am I like this huge person that you want to have come and upvote your stuff? No. Because my upvote, it's worth more than a penny at 100%, but it's not gonna, pay any bills or anything like that, I guess is what it amounts to. I try to post once a day because I enjoy testing myself to see what I can come up with, that's different, what sometimes I just need to talk and get things out. And that's where I really love the vlogging part of being able to do that on Steem through DTube. And I hear, just through reading some posts and stuff, that there's a lot of really neat things coming with DTube. I really want to find the time to get into live streaming, and Vim, it sounds like they're working on a lot of stuff too that's coming down the pipeline. So I'm really looking forward to that also. And I need to start making a schedule for myself and somewhat keeping to it, which is I've never done. So me saying that is, I don't want to say lying, but we'll see. What is Steem to me? First and foremost, it's a social network. Now, when it was introduced to me, it was called a blogging network. That's how I knew it as. A high quality content blogging network. If you put up a picture with like 3 words underneath it, when I started, you would pretty much get ripped, and nobody would vote on your stuff, and you were considered a spammer. Nowadays, luckily, people can realize that a picture, a really nice picture, or a family picture, it doesn't matter, but one that's in focus, at least, with some type underneath it, is also a memory post. And I've made memory posts. I took a picture of a fortune cookie the other day, and because I wanted to lock that into the blockchain and remember it. There's also communities on Steem that got built There wasn't very many of them when I started 20 months ago, and the ones that were very different groups of people. Nowadays, there's a group for anything and everything, and there's still more popping up that are trying to make a go of it. Some I think are great. I've actually tried to pare down my Discord channels. So what it comes down to is that Steem became slowly over time a social network, but deeper than that, because I think instead of doing little blurbs, and there's a place for little blurbs, don't get me wrong, but instead of, you know, how are you feeling today? Oh, I'm crabby, blah, 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 and just a little blurb, when you actually sit down and write something out, more of you comes out. If you look at my posts where I made the spore monster, that post, I mean, the video is just of making the spore monster, but the post turned into a pretty deep, heartfelt post. I mean, it wasn't light and fluffy like I thought it was going to be. It feelings that I had that I didn't realize I had felt that strongly about it. I knew I was upset about it, but I didn't realize how upset about it I was. It came out in that post, and I was kind of shocked. But yet, when I thought about it, after I reread what I had typed, I realized that no, it was accurate. And stuff like that would never happen on other social media platforms. So you take in the blogging, you take in the vlogging, you take in the communities and the people, and more creative people I have never been around in my entire life, and more people willing to help you learn anything I have never been around in my entire life. And I learn very slowly. I am by no means stupid. I am by no means mentally challenged. It's just how I learn. The longer I'm here, the more I want to learn about the crypto side of it. And so I'm slowly doing that. I don't like getting political. And every once in a while I find myself getting sucked into that end of it. So I try to pull back, because the last thing I need, there's enough people out there that are political. The last thing I need in my life is that kind of vibe. I have my own opinions. I'm not saying I don't. Personally, do I want to get into a Steem political conversation on my blog? No, that's not what my blog is about. My blog is about fun things, learning things, being yourself, being who you are. And it's really easy to get caught up, especially for somebody like me who spends a lot of time on Steem and with the communities and getting to know the people and making friends with them. And then you have to kind of pull back once in a while and realize that is what you're seeing, just like anything else, a representation of everything that's going on. Not just the niche of the people that you are around. Because if those people, you're around them for a reason. Because you have a lot of things that you have in common and a lot of similarities. You're not going to become good friends with somebody that you don't have anything in common with, because you would run out of things to talk about. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's just common. You have to step back, even from your friends, once in a while, and look around and do your own research and see what's out there. Because I learn the way I do, I'm usually like 10 steps behind what's really going on at the time. And every day, so much goes on in the underbelly, I like to call it, of Steem, that I don't need to know all that. Now, do I like to be informed? Yes, I do. I do like to be informed of what's going on. But again, that's up to me because I'm on here a lot and I've been here for 20 months. But as a whole, I don't like conflict. I don't like starting drama, being part of drama. So a lot of times I will pull myself out of a situation and regroup and rethink what my priorities are. And I think that's where I have been right now for quite a while, is in that, what do I really want out of Steem? And what am I looking for that'll make me happy? Because ultimately, you are the only one that can make yourself happy. Other people can't make you happy. They can try. They can help you when you're sad or down. They can help you laugh. They can help you look on the bright side of things. I'm not saying that. But ultimately, it's up to you to choose what path you want to take that means the most to you and will make you the happiest. Now, luckily for us, or for me, Steem offers content creators a way to make fiat. Now, this is going to shock people, but I've never powered anything down. I have sent my son some Steem when it was way up, and I've taken, at the time, I don't know, I think I sent him 30 Steem and I got $100. Or maybe $200. I don't remember. And he sent it to my PayPal account. So I don't even have an exchange or a wallet or any of that stuff. I don't understand it yet. I don't want to make one when I got someone typing to me or telling me over earphones and I click on something and make a mistake. But I want to understand it also when I make it and know what I'm doing. So there's a lot of reasons why I haven't gone that route. I also, from the beginning of coming to Steem, always knew that it was a long-term investment. Now, for me, I knew, because I wasn't a writer, I wasn't a vlogger, I wasn't anything. I was just me, and I still am just me. I've just gotten more comfortable being me because of the great people that are here. And granted, the price of Steem was higher then than it is now. But, so, I mean, your post reflected that. So my 12 cents that I made, was 12 cents back then instead of 2 cents today. I got something for learning. I got paid to learn how to write and write better. I got paid to learn how to edit videos. I got paid to write comments on really great posts. Now, I didn't get paid a lot, but I was learning. And the neat thing is that in my head, it was always a long-term thing, even when the price of Steem was really high. And even if the price of Steem would go up again, to me, it's a long-term thing. Blockchains are new. This whole concept is new. And there's so many possibilities. Now, what Steam has going for it, and everybody knows it, is the communities and the content creators. And when push comes to shove, we all stick together. That's the part that I love about it. And I think that's the part that people that are here realize, that the community, the people that are here, we are Steem. Will there be investors that come in and just make money? Yeah, there will. Do I think Steem can survive just as a blogging platform? If you had a more user-friendly front end, yeah, I think it could. I think it really could. The problem I see is the onboarding. And I made an account the other day because with the new wallet, I lost an account that I was using for streaming. So I made a new one. And yeah, I was one of the dummies that lost one of my master keys. Whatever. Luckily, I'm powering down my 26 Steem that was in there over 13 weeks. And I'll be able to send that to my son. But I opened a new one, and quite honestly, well, because it's been 20 months since I opened a new one, it's really, they made it a little easier because now, if you, depending on how you do it, it'll spit out a PDF with all your keys on it. But yeah, you get this sheet with 5 keys and a big long explanation, and don't lose this, don't lose that, and now we have the other wallet, and I understand why we have the other wallet. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine that we have the other wallet, but then that's a separate login now, and then depending on how you upload your profile photos and stuff, that can be a separate login if you're using Steemit. I use Steemit still because that's what I started with and what I'm used to. And I know there are a lot of other front ends out there, but that's the one I'm comfortable with. I know how it works, so that's the one I use. In order to make Steem, make it as a social media blogging platform, and I think it could very well, you need to have a better onboarding front end for that. And a way easier one. I mean, like, hold your hand all the way through. Because you're talking about money and cryptocurrency. And I know when I started, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. I was doing it because others were making me. And was I very careful with when they said, make sure you write this stuff down? No, I wasn't. I'll be honest. Through pure luck, I have my master key. Somebody was watching out for me. Because I didn't care. I was like, whatever. With the cryptocurrency involved, it takes it to a whole nother level. So if you're just somebody that wants to blog and hears about this really neat site with these really cool communities and how wonderful they are, and you go to make an account, and if somebody like me gets confused, and I consider myself pretty Steem savvy when it comes to the workings of, I mean, not the politics, but the workings of, and I get confused making a new account. I can't even imagine somebody that is just a random person that's heard about it and saw it on Twitter and is like, oh, I want to see about this blogging stuff. You know, I've done a little bit of it, and here I can go and do it for free and get paid for it, maybe. I don't know. See what it's like. You know, I just got talked into it by Sally and John and, you know, the dog. And And then, unless you have somebody standing right behind you, I would go through that, and I'm wondering how many accounts are made and lost within the first 2 seconds when they don't copy and write down their master key and then click. So that's just kind of where my head is at when it comes to the Steem platform, and what they need to work on. And onboarding is definitely one of those things. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that there because I have no idea how long this is. And I think I've rambled about a lot of things. And I don't think I've actually touched on what I was going to talk about through this whole thing. So I think it's time I go to bed. All right. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.